Hey there, welcome to day 1201 of What You Up To Now. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, documenting my journey as I transition from the brick and mortar corporate world of business to the online world of business. Traveling, this is week 2 of a several week traveling excursion I am on currently. And we are in Florida, actually. I forgot the name of it, Fort something, Florida, all of a sudden. But we're there, and we're staying, and I am currently in my nephew's room where I promised him I would do a video of his Marvel posters and incredible Marvel characters, which I don't even know if you can see them, but they're all over his walls and all over his bed, which is a trundle bed, and I'm sitting on that. But it's amazing, but I have to make sure I have this poster in the background because it is an awesome poster of all the Marvel characters. So I call this one today, Chill Flow Plan Grow, because I am on a chill trip. I haven't traveled since 2019, so it's really amazing to be out of the house, down in the southern part of the country, at least in the southeast, south central, Texas and Florida. Seem to be a lot more open up and a lot more business going on than up north in Wisconsin, Minnesota, where I am from, that area. And so the businesses are pretty much fully open down here. They don't seem to have as many businesses that have actually gone out of business as we do up in the north. And so that is really refreshing to see. We had a great breakfast at a place called, I can't remember what it's called already, something about sharks. Oh, Shark Java Cafe. It's the Shark Bite. It's called the Shark Bite. We had a wonderful breakfast burrito, which I thoroughly enjoyed. I got what was called a Ghost Rider burrito, which always makes me think of that movie Ghost Rider, which is funny in and of itself. Today, our Do One Thing Every Day That Centers You was about the mystery that is you, the mystery inside you, and that you are always the center of your own small mystery. Trying to figure yourself out is one of the most important things that you can absolutely positively ever do, because only you can do it, right? Only you can figure out what makes you tick, what's important to you, what your values are, what you want to create here in this life experience, who you want to be, who you want to become, what you want to do, what do you want to be known for, etc., etc., etc. Talk about that pretty much ad nauseum, so I'm not going to do it today. For our Supersize Your Business video, we took the helicopter view along with Wonder Woman and Barbie, which is, of course, the 30,000-foot view of our business and our operations. Because if we don't have that big picture direction, that vision for where we're going, nobody else in our business knows where we're going either, and so they can't help us get there. And one of the most important things about growing our business and supersizing it is having people help us get there, get to where we want to go. But we all have to know what the destination is. We have to have that helicopter view, that big picture, forest through the trees view, so that we can share it with other people so they can do their job to help us make that a reality. So the helicopter view was fun. I have been totally enjoying my niece and nephew and all of their awesome toys and funness and activities and creativity, which is part of the chilling and the flow. Once we chill and relax and recharge our batteries, it allows our ideas and our brains to flow, and some of the solution-based decisions that we have to make come much more easily because we're more open to all the different possibilities there are. We talk about this a lot in the Get Up and Go challenge, where we use the SOAP framework. We install that in our subconscious to guarantee that we always get better results after we've had a change or a challenge in our life than before, because our go-to operating procedure, our go-to process now is to handle changes and challenges in a way that guarantees we get good and the best results for us at the time. So every time we're faced with a change or challenge, instead of reacting, we proactively, automatically go through the SOAP framework process, which is story or situation, what's going on now, what is, and what do we want it to be? And that creates a gap that we fill using the other parts of the SOAP framework, the O is options. Well, if we're relaxing and we're open to all of the possibilities out there, we have a lot more solutions available to us at our fingertips than if we're closed off and we're scared and frightened or in doubt, worry, or fear. We will only see a couple of options. Usually, we only see the ones that are bad for us, which is why the O in the SOAP framework is so important, looking at different options. The A in our framework is using decision-making tools to analyze or quickly look at and make a decision, make a choice. What action are we going to take right now? Because as soon as we start acting on a solution, we'll start to get results that are better. And that after we do that, we test and we see what works. Is it moving us toward what we want? Yes, let's do more of that, or let's find a way to automate that. We can make it a habit, a routine, a ritual, a system. We can delegate it to someone else, but let's make it automatic that we move in the direction of the thing that we want, which is our P in the SOAP framework, and that is progress. Are we making progress? Are we closing that gap? Are we going from where we are to where we want to be? Are we moving in a direction that feels right to us? Are we moving toward that thing or away from it? And that's how we discern if we're making progress or not. And if we know we're making progress, again, we want to automate that. We want to make it simple and something we don't even have to think about anymore, so that it just becomes like as easy as breathing. Our breathing is automatic. How many of us, and I know there's some people, but how many of us actually have to consciously think about our breathing, or blinking our eyes, or sneezing when we need to? We don't. It's automatic. And that's what we want to do with our ability to handle challenges, changes, obstacles, setbacks, failures, whatever you call them, because we all call them something different. That's what the SOAP framework's for. We talked about the helicopter view. We talked about Get Up and Go challenge. We've talked about chill and flow, which was what led us to the sidetrack Get Up and Go discussion. But we want to flow, because once our ideas are flowing, we have many, 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 if not infinite, more possible solutions available to us. So then we're going to start planning. What of the solutions do we want to plan to implement? And I'm in that stage right now. I'm taking a recess, a break from my normal business operations, so that I can chill, relax, recharge my batteries, travel, see what's going on in the rest of the world, which is, confirming what's going on in my neck of the woods, with businesses and with people and with life. Then I can plan, what is the next step? What's my next step? What's the direction I want to go, with things like the Get Up and Go challenge, with things like coaching and consulting, with things like joint ventures and projects that I'm doing with other people. I want to evaluate all those and discern and decide what is the right next steps for me. What is the right direction for me as I'm going forward, which is the same thing that you need to do. And here's the thing. We're continuously doing this. We're always doing this. Every one of these processes is actually a cycle. And hopefully, we can plan it so that it's a cycle of success for us, and it's moving us in the direction that we want to go. And the final thing is grow. We all want to grow and become and evolve, whatever is your favorite word again, what we're here to do, be, or have, right? We want to be becoming the person that we're meant to be. And that means continuous learning, continuous growth, continuously moving in the direction of our goals and our objectives and the things that we want to achieve in our life. And it's different for each of us, which is what makes the world an absolutely freaking amazing place, is that we all get to be who we want to be. As long as we're not hurting anybody else, we can create and do and be and have whatever we want. So that's what I'm thinking about today. Chill, flow, plan, grow. And again, I keep finding that the older I get, the more I want to simplify things and look at processes and systems and things that give me the results I want with the least amount of effort. Not because I don't want to work hard. I actually am one of those weird people that loves to work hard, but because I want to make sure that the work and the energy and the effort that I'm putting into something is going to pay dividends in the end, and it's going to create the result in terms of creating the results that I want. So curious to see what you're up to. Share in the comments below. Any questions? Again, I'm on my chill and flow part of my month this month, so ask away. If I don't know the answer, I guarantee I can hook you up with somebody or find somebody or something that can help you get the answer that you need. Just want to make sure that you never feel like you're stuck. I know when I first came online, I'm a self-starter, and I figure I should be able to figure anything out that I want to know the answer to. And I would struggle with something for like 2 weeks technologically online that I couldn't figure out. And I know I can figure out how to do this, and I knew I could. But after about 2 weeks, I'd finally get smart enough to ask someone the question. I was in a group of people that were learning the same online platform. And instead of asking the question, I would sit and read and look for the answers and try to figure it all out myself. And I would get to the point where I was almost frustrated because it was keeping me from moving forward and making progress in the program I was studying. And finally, I would type in the question in the group to ask, and before anyone in the group, and there were about 150 of us, 200 of us, could even answer, or any of the instructors could answer, the answer would clearly show up. And I did that about 2 or 3 times in that program, and I finally learned that be a self-starter, Google it, ask the questions, do the search on different Facebook groups or on YouTube or on one of the search engines, Google, DuckDuckGo, Safari, depending on whatever platform is right for you. And if you still cannot find the answer, then ask a trusted source or a trusted friend, or if you're in a group that deals with that topic, ask there and they'll lead you in the right direction. But I will warn you, do not just ask questions out of laziness. Don't expect other people to do your work for you or your thinking for you, because people will get really frustrated with that fast. You can probably be lazy and ask once or twice, and then people are going to start shutting you down and saying, hey, did you Google that? Did you look that up? Did you even try to answer your own question? Because there's nothing more frustrating than people asking the same questions over and over and over again when it's clearly out there easily for even a 5-year-old or a 7-year-old or an 8-year-old or a 10-year-old to find. And if they can find it, then we as adults sure ought to be able to find it. So be a self-starter, but don't be afraid to ask either. Now I'm saying, go ahead and ask if you've done a little research and you can't find the answer, or if you're looking for advice from somebody that's been there and done that, ask me. But otherwise, I am on vacation and traveling, and I will see you tomorrow as I share what I'm doing now. But what I'm doing now is chill, flow, plan, grow. Have an awesome day. I'll be with you tomorrow. Bye.